how discomfort will create your success. I really wish I knew this because the discomfort that I felt, I used to take it and just feel sad about it. I used to just feel not really good about where I was and just wanting to get there immediately. I'm starting to learn a lot now that if you want something, you need discomfort to get you there. So you guys can see, I've actually been working on my physique for quite a while, almost 3 years. So this is attainable after like 3 years, but I'm working on my physique, doing pretty good in that, doing good on fashion. I'm working on business, I'm working on dating, I'm working on all these other things. And I want to teach you guys how dissatisfaction and discomfort will lead you to your success. All right, so we all know the story of Batman, right? Batman's parents died, and the only reason why Batman is because he came back stronger than ever after a really hard thing happened to him, right? So there's a formula I like to use, and it is discomfort plus self-image plus action equals success. And I also like to add consistency. Consistently being patient. Working hard and consistently doing the thing that you said you would do. Find joy in hardship. A big thing that I see a difference in people that are in self-improvement and that are not is that when hard things happen to them, a lot of people will just be sad. They'll be like this guy over here. He'll be sad, which is Batman. But the whole truth is we don't want to take hardship and be sad about it. We want to take hardship and think, how can I grow from this? How can I become better from this? How can I change from it? Because every single time that you have a hardship, it's almost like God is giving you something to teach you. He's trying to teach you something. He's giving you something to try harder on. He's giving you something that you need to do better on. Okay, so what was my origin story? What took me to become something? So honestly, I kind of see it as my origin story, where I went through a really big trial, which was my parents' divorce. I'm sure you guys have probably had something like this, where you had a really hard thing, and you could either take it being sad or becoming something great. You guys probably clicked on this because you're like, oh, I'm discomfortable right now. I have this challenge right now. How can I become my very best self? And I bought an ice bath, and I started doing 75 hard. So what I did is I did 75 hard, and I completed it all. I did 100 ice baths for 100 consecutive days. So I just really went all out. And you guys can kind of see this on my shorts. I posted these almost every single day. I would talk about it. I would do things. And if you guys want to look at it, look at my shorts. See, I constantly was working. I was constantly doing 75 hard and ice baths. And I completed that in the end. So you guys can see my progress. I took the energy, went from this, which was day 1, to this on day 100. So this just shows the power of what you can do with the energy that you have. You can either become Batman, become the superhero, or you can just be sad. What you need to be doing is taking that energy and thinking, how can I become like Batman? How can I become a better me through this energy that God has given me? Raising the coal line. And what is a coal line? So imagine I had tons of coal and I were to pour it on the floor. I'm actually standing up right now. So what I would do is I would literally pour it on the floor, right? And if you stood on it, you would immediately run away, right? You would immediately get off of it because it's uncomfortable, because you don't like it. It's the discomfort of the coals that made you run away, made you get away. So you need to raise your coal line. And raising your coal line is making it so then you are discomfortable with a certain spot. So imagine you guys are making $300 a month and you're comfortable with that. You're comfortable. But then you decide, I'm very uncomfortable with this. I want to do more. I want to become more. And it starts becoming uncomfortable to you. And because you stepped on it and it's uncomfortable, you start moving up. You start moving up. With the discomfort over here, you can see that you go from here, you're comfortable with the $300K a month. But then you start to become uncomfortable. You're on the coals. You're saying, oh, shoot, I don't want to be here anymore. I want to get to this other spot. So with discomfort, you move yourself up. You move yourself up, more, until your new coal line is $5K a month. So there are some people that will wake up in cold sweats because they're only making $5K a month. And some people will not wake up at all and not be nervous at all when they're making $0. To be honest with you, I'm working on making money. I don't make that much money, so I can kind of relate to it. I'm trying to raise my coal line at this very moment. Trying to become better, trying to become more. But you guys need to raise the coal line of whatever you're doing. So if you guys are okay with being at 105 pounds, you guys need to raise the coal line and say, oh, shoot, I'm not where I want to be yet. Raise the coal line and say, oh, shoot, I haven't made this thing yet. There's so much more I can experience, so much more of the human experience that I can keep doing. but I'm just not there yet. So I want you guys to understand the way to increase your goal line, which is making you go even higher so you're uncomfortable with where you are right now, is by cutting off other parts of your life. So if you're trying to become a great businessman, what you need to do is just focus on business. Cut out everything else, focus on just business. If you want to become good at fitness, cut everything out and just focus on fitness. I did this, and that's how I got my physique. I stopped worrying about everything else and just focused on one thing, so then I could go up in one thing and push through it, instead of it being tons of little things that I was trying to do that got me nowhere. Skills you guys should focus on. First is fitness, because it starts a domino effect. Whatever you start on is going to create a domino effect of more and more and more good things. If you're struggling becoming anything and doing anything at all, you guys need to focus on fitness, because fitness, for me, in my experience, and for my brother's experience, we started fitness and like a domino effect. It just started from one thing. Shoot, I did fitness. I really like fitness, to business, to all these other things that got us to where we want to be. And then another one is communication skills. When you're able to communicate with people, you are going to be able to convey yourself better. Think about this. If you want to start a business, you're going to need good communication skills. If you want to be good at dating, you need to have good communication skills. If you want to do almost anything in life, you need good communication skills. And thirdly is skills. You can work on things like web design, graphic design, on reading, on anything like that. Just something that is a skill that you really like, that it's gonna push you towards where you want to be. If you want to be like a doctor, if you want to be like a lawyer, focus on the skills that will make you a great person. And then fourth is sales. My brother is actually out right now as a salesman, trying to make some sales. And being able to be a salesman is a great thing. Every time we do something, we are trying to sell something. If we are trying to get in a relationship, we are selling ourselves to them. We're saying, I have all these things, you should date me. If we are communicating with others, and we are trying to sell ourselves to get what we want, it could even just be a good relationship with this person. But sales is almost like you're selling yourself or other things to your advantage. And then social networking. Social networking is where you just get high-value men, high-value women, high-value people to work with you, to work together on business, on fitness, on anything at all. You just want to use them and help them propel you up to become something, and you as well help them propel them up. And productivity maximizing. So you need to focus on maximizing your productivity. So I also talked about this in my last video I was talking about before, but you need to be able to maximize productivity in anything that you do. Maximize how productive you are. Set up calendars, set up task lists, set up like eat the frog in the morning, do the hard things right in the morning, do the great things that you know that you should be doing. Now take action. This is one of the key parts of the formula. If you want to become a great man, you need to have hardships. You need to strive to be in hardships. Use them to fuel your dream. As I said before, use it to fuel your dream. Use it to fuel the person you can become. Because when you do this, you are going to now be able to actually teach others, be able to become your best self, be able to have stories and be able to be that person that you really want to become, instead of just being on your own and being sad. Own advantage. All right, now this is my call to action. So I want you to plan what to do to increase your goal line, which is your discomfort. How are you going to make yourself more uncomfortable so then you become something? For me, I was super skinny, so I decided, okay, I'm going to become this thing. And then I increased my goal line by saying, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough, I'm not good enough. And if you want to, for accountability, make sure to comment your plan. Comment how you're going to get there. So then you can maybe even help other people get there too and see how they should be doing it. And second, imagine how great you can become if you use that energy. I want you to envision with me right now. Imagine if you took all this energy. I want you to just close your eyes. Imagine you took all this energy to become that person that you could truly become. To become so strong that no one even recognizes you. To become so amazing that you'd have to reintroduce yourself. Through hardship comes great times. And through those great times come great growth. I want you guys to imagine how great you can become through those hard times. Now lastly, I want you guys to consider to join the Brotherhood. My name is Alexander Evans, and I will be posting 2 to 3 videos every single week. This is another video teaching you guys self-improvement along the way that I'm learning myself. So if you guys want any one-on-one coaching on fitness, I'll be teaching that. And if not, make sure to join my free Discord community so that we can network together and become more. And remember to stay consistent and reap the results. I really appreciate you guys. Peace out.